Hey everyone, so welcome to a new episode of Chat and Create. If you guys didn't know, I actually started this series late last year. Pretty much today I'm going to be updating you guys on what's been going on, and I guess to connect with that, the topic that I'll be mainly focusing on is keeping your day job as a creative. So before I get into that, I want to just tell you guys about what I'll be working on right now, which is this illustration. It's been a long time, actually not really a long time, I would say 3 weeks now since I've last touched this. Yeah, I've been getting a little distracted and a lot of things have been happening since then. Let's see if I have the photo on my computer. Oh, I forgot to update you guys. My MacBook Pro is actually working again. I somehow revived it. I think it just needed to hibernate for a while because you guys know my MacBook Pro is literally, oh my god, almost 10 years old now. So once it revived, I cleared a lot of space, which was pretty much all my music. Okay, I do have the photo on my computer. But yeah, so my computer is still quite slow, not fast enough to edit videos, so I'm thankful that my cousin is still letting me borrow his other laptop. So thanks, Mark. I love Premiere Pro. I don't know what I would do without it. So this illustration is a photo I took when I was in SF a couple years ago. I remember it was after my cousin's wedding, so it was a day we left to go back home. And I remember just taking this photo and I just like it a lot. Also, I started using this white gel pen, which I don't even know why it took me so long to buy this one. This one's awesome. It's the Uniball Signo. I only wish they had like a more fine point because this one's a bit too broad for me, especially when I want to do like really small like highlights or whatever. It's pretty thick, but I can try and work with it. So anyway, let me update you guys on what's been going on. April has been quite busy for me. Changes have been happening since the beginning of April, and mainly regarding my career. So a lot of people have asked me in the past, asking if I'm a full-time illustrator, and no, I'm not. I aspire to be in the future, but I feel like right now I'm not financially there yet. I want to be able to be financially stable in order for me to be a full-time illustrator. So that's why I decided to apply for jobs. And so I got an interview for a full-time job, and late April I got hired. I actually didn't start working yet because it's a very long process. I'm not gonna disclose what job it is. I will say this though, that it's not related to art or anything. It's completely the opposite. I'm definitely nervous but very excited because I feel like I need that sort of change in my life. And I feel that last year especially wasn't good for me financially, to the point where I just couldn't do the things I wanted to do, as far as like traveling and just trying to invest in my passion, which is very important to me. You know, I didn't have a steady income in order for me to buy the materials I need in order to create better content or illustrations. So yeah, it was just mainly last year I would just pay for like basic bills and all that, and it wasn't enough for me to support myself fully. Part of me really wanted to help my family out with like babysitting my nieces and nephew, so I really sacrificed a lot. I also didn't mind it because I love my nieces and nephews so much. But I feel like now I'm at this point where like I need to take care of myself, you know? Because I realized that I'm only responsible for my own happiness. I felt like I needed to find a full-time job in order for me to invest in my dream job. I think it's so important. That's something that really stuck with me from one of my favorite books by Elizabeth Gilbert. There's a section in her book where she talks about your day job and how there's really no dishonor in working a day job. You know, if anything, you're supporting your dream. You're not forcing your creativity to pay for your whole existence, pretty much. And that really hit hard for me, especially last year. I was kind of like, I totally just want to, you know, become a full-time illustrator and this and that. But then I realized I can do that when I'm fully like financially stable, you know? I don't want to do it when I don't have money to support my dreams. So that's why I made a point and told myself, you know, just find a full-time job. There's nothing wrong with that. If anything, it's gonna help me. And you guys know that I've been wanting to get a new laptop for so long now. I've complained about it. I don't even know how many times. But I feel like I already know that once I start working at this new job that I'll be able to save up for new equipment, like a new laptop, maybe new camera equipment, you know, in order for me to create better content and, you know, maybe better supplies. And you guys know that I want to be able to sell my artwork. Like, I want to be able to sell art prints, and I can totally invest in, you know, buying a really good quality printer and being able to ship from my own house. And, you know, I've talked about my goals in making my own travel illustration books, which is my ultimate dream. You know, I want to travel and create my own books for you guys to purchase. You know, pretty much just like a moment diary filled with my travels and illustrations. You know, that's my ultimate dream, and I want to get to that point. And I know that if I want to make that happen, I'm the only one who can make it happen. I can't expect other people to do it for me. You know, if I want my dreams to become a reality, I have to just do whatever I can to make it happen. So that's why I feel like there's nothing wrong with keeping your day job, especially as a creative. You know, I don't want to go down that route of like struggling artists, because that's not a good way to go. So I feel like this will be really good for me, having a full-time job where I can support my dreams and support myself financially. And I also think about it too, where, you know, this job may not be aligned with my passion with art, but I can totally take advantage of this job where I can gain valuable skills. If anything, it will help me communicate better with people. So if in the future I decide to have, you know, clients for illustrations, then it'll be helpful to me to communicate my ideas well with others and just being around people. I think it's also nice to have that balance, because as an artist or a creative, you tend to be a hermit. You spend a lot of time being isolated, you know, and I'm definitely trying to get out of my comfort zone and just having that sort of balance between being introverted and getting out of my shell and being around people and trying to communicate better. And just to let you guys know in advance, if there are times where I am not as frequent here on YouTube, or if I don't post a lot on my Instagram, just know that I do have a full-time job. So I'm definitely gonna try my best to make time for my passion, because I feel that if my art means a lot to me, I will make time for it. You know, no excuses. Because I know I'll have like days off where I can do whatever the heck I want, so I'll definitely make time for it during my days off or like hours before I go to work. So yeah, definitely don't know what to expect, but once I start working, I'll find a flow that works best for me. That adult life, you know? You gotta get with it. So yeah, that's pretty much what's been going on. But yeah, by the time you see this video, most likely I'll be starting the job, so wish me luck. But yeah, that's why the last few weeks I've been, if you noticed, I was uploading more than usual. I'm just trying to create as much content as I can before I start working. So, you know, trying to make time. So, there's a lot of windows I gotta work on. If you guys enjoy these videos, let me know, because I don't even know if a lot of you guys are watching this, but for those of you who are interested in these videos, you guys can leave some, I guess, topics you'd like me to talk about, or if you have any questions, I'll answer them in, I don't know, a video, or maybe my Instagram, I don't know, whatever I feel. I'm trying to work as fast as I can, or do as much as I can before the sun sets. It's actually been quite gloomy today. I went out for a few hours, but it was raining off and on. I love using the Arteza detail brushes. The liners are my favorite. I also use the round ones too, but yeah, I've gotten used to painting with these. Oh yeah, but going back to this whole day job thing, I think it would also help me a lot with managing my time, because I realized like last year I had so much time, yet I wasn't managing it well. There are a lot of times where, let's be honest, I was quite lazy to do anything. But I feel like, I don't know, I've just even from before, when I did work a job where it was, I mean, it was pretty sporadic, but I made enough money where I was able to invest in my art. And I feel like having this full-time job will help me manage my time between, you know, working at my job and working on my passion, and managing my time with everything else that I do, like spending time with family or just other tasks that I need to get done, you know. And I definitely know that I'll be using my bullet journal more often now. I mean, I definitely use it a lot right now, but I feel like once I start the job, I'll be using it a lot more. Like, it's gonna be attached to my hip. Which I don't mind, because I love my bullet journal. Alright, so I think that's all I gotta talk about today. I think for now I'll just do a little bit of time lapse for you guys. I'm not gonna finish the illustration here just because I don't want to bust out my lights. I gotta save electricity. I'll just work on it until it gets a little dark. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoy the topic I talked about today. And if you guys have any other topics you'd like me to talk about, leave them in the comments down below and I'll take note of it. Anyway, if you like this video, please give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!